Never trust thine enemy. Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachakadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing his truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just wanted to do a video real quick on an article that was shared by the brother Yashawamba. Okay, and right here in the title it says, imagine being a Native American in 1492 and seeing this bizarre thing step off a ship. Okay, and you know, let's see, so yeah, my main focus is really on this right here, because one of the greatest and biggest mistakes that Gad, because that's where the so-called North American Indians come from. They come from the tribe of Gad of the nation of Israel. So the so-called North American Indians are really Israelites. And one of the greatest mistakes they could ever make was making friends with these guys. Okay, because of the fact that the so-called North American Indians made allies with these people was one of the biggest mistakes they made, because in making an alliance with these people, ultimately they ended up getting stabbed in the back, because that's what Edomites do best. They'll pretend to be your friends, but then they'll stab you right in the back. Okay? So we go to the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 20. It says this. Okay, it says, he hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. Because when the conquistadors, when the Spaniards, when the English Dutch mercenaries first came over here, one of the first things they did was what? They made peace treaties with our people. They made peace treaties with us. Okay? So it says, he put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant. Because that's exactly what these devils do. They'll make peace with you, but then they'll break that peace because what they did was when they would make peace with us, right, they would secretly kill us off. So while they were pretending to make peace with us, they were secretly plaguing us with diseases, with viruses, until it got to a point to where, as soon as we were few in number, then they would just kill us off with their guns, their muskets, their Gatling guns. And so there was war between us and them. Okay? And of course we was kicking their ass during that war. Nonetheless, it was prophesied for us to go down, to lose against them. Okay? That the word of the Lord may come to pass. It says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, right? They came over here talking about, peace and love, peace and love. But what does the scripture say? Through peace shall he destroy many. So they came over here pretending like they was about peace, but really they was really about war. Okay? It says, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Okay? It's important to know that. Okay? His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Okay? One of the main things these motherfuckers were known for was bowing down. Okay? They'll look you in the eyes. They'll bow down. They'll pretend to be your friend. Okay? But secretly, they was giving the so-called North American Indians blankets laced with smallpox. They was plaguing them with scarlatina, lice, typhoid, typhus, which those are whooping cough diseases. Okay, coughing so, okay, we're talking about diseases worse than bronchitis. They were coughing so much to the point to where they couldn't even breathe. Okay, they would die for lack of air because they didn't have time to catch their breath. They was coughing too much. Talking about the native Indians. Okay, they was plaguing our people with viruses like that, with diseases like that. Okay, let's go to Sirach chapter 12 verse 10. Okay, it says, Sirach 12 and 10, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Right? Never trust thine enemy. And that's one of the biggest mistakes that Gad made. Okay, trusting the enemy. It says, though he humbled himself, right, because they came over to our land, bowing down, talking about peace, but it was really about war. Okay, though he humble himself and go crouching, bowing down, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. Okay, because this man is the devil today, yesterday, and forever. This man, he will never change. Okay, but you got Israelites who want this man to make it. Look, this man is going right into slavery. The whole nation of Edom is going into slavery. Okay, there ain't no hope of salvation for these bastards. Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. And that's what happened to the so-called North American Indians. Okay, they set this man by them, and now look, they got overthrown. Okay, they got overthrown. And now look, now he's standing up in our land, calling this place North America, which America goes back to Amerigo Vespucci. So this place was not called America in 1492. But now look, they're standing up in our place, calling this place their homeland. You see? So say him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, which they did overthrow the so-called North American Indians, and the ones who did survive, they got enslaved. So say him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither lay him set at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Okay, this was written. This was written when Gad was still ruling the land. But you know what? Gad did not want to take heed. Okay, so well, their land got overtaken. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent? Okay, because these people, their lineage goes way back to the serpent in the Garden of Eden. Okay, yeah, that serpent was actually a man who came subtly as a serpent. He deceived Eve and caused Eve to cause Adam to go off. Okay, he caused Eve to go off, and he caused Eve to cause Adam to go off. Okay, because a serpent is somebody who's very wise and subtle. Okay, so who will pity a charmer that's bitten with a serpent? Okay, the so-called North American Indians wanted to play the role of a charmer, and now look, they got bitten. Oh, but you want to cry? Why are you crying for? Okay, we warned you that serpent was dangerous. So why are you crying? You didn't want you wanted to be a charmer, so you got bitten. and now you expect pity? Come on, Gad. It says, or such as come nigh wild beasts. Well, there you go. And people are likened unto beasts. Okay? With that, I'm going to say, Shalom is on to the next one.